Our story is more than what hobbits and elves know. It is time we told it ourselves.
Thanks, Neon. All right. Hopefully, the castle picture is going to be out of the way of everything. But so basically, I'm looking to try and do a version, close inspiration of this castle that I saw on the computer the other day. I know, Juvo. All right, so we're gonna work in Corinne, who is my first and only end game in campaign. So I still have to remember to go do the cutscene at the end again, the credits, because I keep forgetting to get her the new Lord cosmetic. All right, let's make sure I'm going into Corinne's world. She had a base in Elven Quarter tucked up on top where there's usually a grove of trees and crabapple trees, and you have a farmhouse and like another forge building right next to it. And I've actually noticed in well, I'm playing a Lord of the Rings game, Neon. So I guess I would be inspired by Lord of the Rings. I love all fantasy stuff, especially dwarves. My love for dwarves, though, is really in D&D, in Forgotten Realms. That's where my love of dwarves came from. Oh, that's an interesting spot to spawn. Get my bearings here. Hey, Juba, how's the screen look? I kind of worked on trying to brighten it for the uh, viewers. I just want to make sure it's not washed out too much, though. I'm playing with filters through OBS. So, this area here normally is filled with grasses and trees. There's some vegetation that will always spawn back for some reason. But this had a beautiful overlook over the plaza in Elven Quarters and had a beautiful grove of aioli bloom and crabapple trees along with just regular elven trees. And it also has the wizard stone here, which is kind of cool. Oh, I gotta pick up that pack. So I had the two houses here for the buildings. And then right outside here, we also have the mine entrance and the Maznakhan. So this just seemed like an awesome spot to put a base. And I really loved the fact that we were right where the crabapple trees were. Nope, bright, but not too washed out. All right, great. Just checking for... Looking for that moment you have found solutions to Windows. Yeah, Team Finland. I have an idea for making the windows. We're going to have to see what two different ways I play with it. So one of the... I did a poll on Gaming Gram... Wait, was it Gaming Grandma's? It was Gaming Grandma's, wasn't it? channel. And it's kind of a tie on whether I keep these buildings or get rid of them. I'm kind of one that likes to embrace the architecture we're given in the game. And I do like this setup here for my crafting workstations. However, it's like, what do I do to utilize the rest of that space up there is the question, right? And we were just kind of made some platforms up there to store some of the granite and adamant. The other thing I kind of love about these two houses, which I'm not sure I've seen in other houses, is that they have this space in between them, right? And then there's a space behind which is big enough for pallets. So we were storing all of our stone back here. And then, oh boy, I don't have a torch with me. And then back here, there's another space, which we were putting mushrooms back here. So I kind of love how great those spaces are back there. So I'm still trying to figure out how attached I am to these buildings. However, we're not necessarily building that out today. What we're working on is the facade of this castle. So I have prepped, her base used to come out to this wall here and went across to this wall here. And then we had stairs going around on the outside here for the outside wall because we would have we had two doorways and you'd have to run around to the outside to help with the sieges. So I'm actually expanding her base and bumping the wall out to here. So this is going to be the outer perimeter wall. And I think down here is where I'm going to move the garden to. So this is where her outside perimeter wall is going to be. I could put the castle facade here. I do have a flat enough ground here to be able to do the that turret. I was initially thinking about putting it up on the cliff face. That's the only reason you voted to get rid of them? Was because of the space behind them? If you're going to be building in the building or a scene part of the building. Well, I mean, I'm not building the building literally, as in, like, I'm not going to copy whatever its floor plans are. It's more of the facade of it, right? See, if I try to build it up on the cliff face here, I am going to have the giant entry in the way. Maybe I should build it here. I wasn't thinking of building it here because this is my my perimeter safety wall. Okay. Why is that like orange? That doesn't make any sense. Are you seeing this crap? Huh. Now see, I did what you guys told me to do. And that's showing is not stable. I put down adamant barriers in the ground and put the walls on top of it. And now that's completely saying it's unstable. What is up with that? It's only liking where the column is, only. What is up with that? That doesn't make any sense. Is that just with the ladder? No, it's with the walls too. When did that start happening? These were all solid when I built them. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I'm also looking at my screen, dear. I don't have chat on in my eyes. Only for the ladder. Tried building something on it. I did. Also, do you need to add columns and... Okay. I don't know how delayed chat is. Let me do figure out how to put the timestamps back on. Which I don't know why they got bumped off. Oh, my timestamps are over there. 7:58. Add columns and see if that helps. Okay. So you think if I just hide a granite column inside of it, it might stabilize it? Because I don't necessarily want to have the granite column showing. It's not gonna... I won't be able to tuck it on... I would have to tuck it on the inside. That's yellow. For it to not show on the front. Because I don't want it to show on the front, because these columns don't look like... They look Greek and not... Do you know what I mean? They'll screw up my facade. Just wanted you to be aware. Okay, so now if I try and put a window in here. Can't frickin' see what I'm doing. Oh. Why do they gotta keep screwing around with the building system so badly? Okay. So that seems to be a solution. Boy, that's gonna be kind of hideous on the inside, isn't it, though, Jubo? Well, here's the thing, right? It's adamant with granite, right? So granite doesn't bury into adamant. At least not for me. Granite mixing with adamant always wants to go to the outside, not the inside. Right? It's always on the outside of it. So you think if I just do these guys, maybe. Oh boy, controls. My breakfast is ready too, so I gotta go take a quick break. Those aren't as bad. I just don't like having my... Oh boy, that just completely reset there. Alright, so that's a solution. For the outside, it just kind of... Yeah. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to think about this now. Because I'm gonna have to do it every wall, aren't I? Every wall section. I don't work a lot with adamant walls. What are you talking about? Everything you do is adamant. Except for the anchor granite into the game walls. But if you use the granite barrier... See, I'm not laying an entire floor of adamant. But either way, when you use the adamant flooring, granite won't attach on top of it because adamant is wider and it always attaches on center of the edge of the adamant. That's why I can't put those columns inside of it, because they center on the outside wall of the adamant. That's how granite and adamant interact. So like if I put the barrier down, right, and then try and put a granite wall on top of it, it won't snap to, it snaps to the outside only. See how it snaps center on center? And then if I try to finagle, I could try and finagle it in the middle, but then it's going to be like offset, you know, and it'll screw everything up when you're building. That's why I don't switch between them for the outer walls at least. Sandwich the walls, granite on either side. They have different snapping points. Adamant snaps to end with each other. Granite snaps on center. Well, that's stupid. The question is are they even close enough to line up? Yeah, but you're still going to see the column. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to figure out which column I like, huh? The flat ones are less obtrusive as the round ones. Okay. Oh, it loves this entry, man. Okay, here we go. I've been having a lot of stuttering, too, ever since the 1.5 update. Especially in her world. I think it's because... Oh my gosh, that's really bad. Let me give the game a second. I think it's because they're trying to make more of the game load at a time. So because she's endgame, she's got map stones everywhere. Because I think that's their way to offset the... turn the music down a little bit more. To offset the terrible loading times we were all experiencing when teleporting. So if I'm going to build out here, I need to put a wall out. Do I have access to my supplies still? Somewhat. Is that all the adamant I have? That might be all the adamant I have here, actually. Most of my supplies are at Costco. Alright, so I still have a hearth down here. Oh, it did not like that spot. So not going to do it there again? Interesting. That was interesting. Let's pick up that adamant. Every piece is going to count. Oh boy. This is where I need Jubal to hop in just so she can lay some foundation stuff for me. Yeah, I'm missing a block there. Give me a code. Wow, it is just a temporary. I mean, I'm on a flat spot now. Do you think they'll sneak through that little bit? See if I can figure a workaround. There's a workaround. I got it. I got it. I got it. By the way, since she's endgame, she's been having armored trolls show up at the sieges usually. The last couple I've had. That's a lot of fun. Let's stay inside.
Quiet! I see prey ahead.
Oh, what's going on there? I can't do your technique, but I can figure out a workaround. Oh god, that's gonna make me dizzy as hell. Sorry, guys. Oh my god. Oh, weird. This actually might be far enough, actually. Because I'm not going to bump this wall out any further. I'm just going to... Of course, the torch light's there. I just need some coverage while I bust open this wall. Well, look at that effect. How interesting. Does it show up on the screen like that? It does. That's a little bit of a big difference there on the light going out. Oh, Stylistic Bee. I have the best viewers here already. I don't need to go get any. Alright. Inspiration photo. So in theory... it's interesting with the adamant columns. You could have them the walls further apart. In theory, you don't have to have a giant adamant column every wall section. I would have to leave this barrier here. Let me double check to make sure I don't have a bear here. No, I don't. Oh, there's no bear here. Yeah, this is already the new perimeter wall I was putting up. So... how big am I gonna make that turret? It's not that big in the picture. Sorry for the jumpiness, people. I can't do anything about it. It's the game. Corinne's game is thwart with stuttering and jumpiness now. I can't do anything about it. Sorry, just trying to envision. Do I just redo this wall section? I'm gonna try Jubo's thing. And, how big are these guys? That's a pretty ginormous guy. We don't have round adamant columns. That's what we need next, Jubo. Round adamant columns. This base guy is really huge. Yeah, he is. Okay. Oh my gosh. The jumping around all over the place now. Okay. Alright, I think I can make that touch the wall. What do you think, Jubal? Does that look like it's a good size? Watch me get a frickin' siege right in the middle of all this. Okay, good. I cannot see what I'm doing here. That's going to be interesting. About halfway. It's interesting that one's yellow. Why is the building thing got to be right there in my vision? Always. It's always right there in my vision. I wish they would put that at the bottom. Why do they have to have it at the top? Or if they're going to put it at the top, put it at the very top of the screen. Somebody please tell me why. Okay, I think that might overlap enough. That's pretty good. It might be a little bit bigger than the picture, but it's pretty good. Now it's going to take up the window space. I could change that wall out. Change that whole section out. This kind of gives me a chance to test something too. Us controller peoples always have it that in the way. Controllers? What are you talking about? On the computer it doesn't sit there? Huh. We'll have to pay attention with the PC and stuff. It might be where they force our focal point to be with the controller, right? Alright. So one of the things I wanted to test out was ideas for the windows. I have a quasi idea. What do I have for adamant choices? I don't know how this is going to work. Got enough light here. Do I need to be on the other side? This side's better. Okay. So I was thinking of what if I did something like this. That's awfully big, isn't it? But we don't have skinny or cross beams. So from the outside, it would look like this. That gives kind of a window-esque look, doesn't it? I mean, it's kind of messy on the inside. I would have to, like, finish it off, right? Or the other option I was thinking of was, these are outer walls now. See, that was the one thing, is I didn't want it to be the outer wall. Because I'm stuck with granite, or adamant then. Yeah, but lattice fills in the void too much, I think. It blocks the window more than... It's more like lace on the window, right? As opposed to the frame of a window. Oh boy. No, you can't. You can't sink in railings. What are you talking about, girl? They snap to the outside. Even more so than the, oh boy. You have to put a railing first, then layer adamant over it. Well, that doesn't work if I'm trying to build a window. I have to build the railing first. Well, that would mean I'd have to build the entire wood structure first then, if I was going to sink it into the middle. That's too much work. I'm not double building structures. Because if I wanted it to be in the middle, right? If I'm hearing you right. What you're saying... is I need to do that first. And then put the adamant over it. Oh, that's not lined up right. Dang it. No, yeah, no way. You rarely use wood. Wood with adamant. Granite wouldn't be a problem. Because they're center on center, right? But do you see the difference, though? Let me put a torch down so we can see from the other side. See, I'm not a fan of the railings for what I'm trying to achieve because from a distance, this just looks like a barrier, right? Whereas the one on the left looks more like the windows in the picture. And I'm starving. Let me see if I can zoom this, bring this picture bigger. So see here, you've got like these beams and lines with these windows, right? So I think the wood beam might work. It's super thick, though, is the only problem. Those are the short railings I put in there. Well, adamant blocks are even thicker than the wood beam. Banisters would be diagonal, though. Let me shrink this back down. It's still kind of big. If we had a wood beam that was the size of the banisters, that would be great. But the banisters are diagonal, right? So that's not going to work. Well, the vertical side isn't what I have an issue with, right? The verticals I can do, no problem. It's the cross. Going across is the issue, because the only choice we have is the wood beam. Unless I do sneaky and hide a tile in there. Is the tile wide enough? Oh, tile would stick out one way or the other. Oh, and it throws a foundation in there. Great. Can I stack the wood beams on top of each other? Nope. Nope. Inside or outside? The other choice would be... Uh-oh. Can I get around? If I just use, oops, the stout walls. And then it's really a square window. Because you don't have any angles other than the roof pieces. Well, I know, but I don't like the railing though, because it closes it off more than opens it. Was the only problem I was having with the railing. Because the railing feels more like a curtain than it does a window to me. You know? I could facade it so I don't see all the wood beams on the inside. Or granite railing. That was the other thing I was wondering about, is the granite railing. Whoops! That's... Off. God dang. Perspective in this game. Oh, I'm trying to use granite. That's my problem. Still gonna stick out. I don't mind necessarily if those are on the inside. See, I think that gives more like a window look, doesn't it? With the granite railing. Yeah, definitely, right? So like this would be what it would look like from the outside. And then the inside, to hide all that mess, I can put a facade on it, right? Doesn't quite hide it. I can figure something else out for the inside though. So I think I'll go with that, with the stone. Can I do that with the archway, is the question. Because I'd rather have it look like an archway than the squares everywhere. With post around the edges. Well, if I was going to do stuff for the edges, I would do this stuff probably. You know, because I'm such a fan of, oh, those are totally off centered. Just ignore that. Oh, you get the idea. Oh, you get the really bad idea. Look how bad those are. Not even close. Oh, it doesn't even want to think about lighting up. Oh, but yeah, I'd probably end up doing something like that. Okay. Alright, so the question was... doing the granite railing on this guy. This guy might be easier to do the big one. I might need to try and get those to set in all the way. How come even the 3-section one looks like it has gaps? Do you see that? That's weird. Alright. What's your vote, Jubo? Square or archway? Or anybody else that's watching. Doesn't have to be just Jubo's opinion. Neon. Team Finland. Got attacked by orcs. Tap them down so they connect. Right, but so archway or the square blocks? Finland says the one on the left. So you like the wood beams? Well, no, I was also asking about the square as well. I just took it down already. Could do a combination of both. Alright, let's try. For this, since we're going to be butting up against that window, maybe we'll put this square one in here. Yeah. Oh, I need to make sure I set this in here. Let's lay some torches for me to see by. Do you see the jitteriness I have to deal with now? It's quite annoying. Just saying. Need a couple more columns in there. Well, this will be fun to try and match. Oh, it sunk right there. Nice. It's a little bit of a gap. I can put this one in the middle. Really, always right there in the middle of our perspective. There. Touching. How about over here? This I have to redo because the wall's too far over. Okay. So I also need to lay columns on the inside. Might as well get those done now, right? Do I want that way or the other way? I think I want them turned the other way for the inside. Alright, so I think this is just going to end up being a block. Okay. Oh, I might actually be able to put a little reading nook in here. Nice. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize that space was going to be big enough for anything. And there shall be light. Alright. So we need granite columns for support. I gotta figure out if I'm gonna keep those or not. That is not at the same height. Come on, you were just doing it for me. That's at the same height. Get in there. Get in your hole. Get in your hole. There we go. Alright, I can live with that on the inside. Oh, this one's messed up. That's the wall. Okay. Need some scaffolding. All right, so Windows. Oh, that's a big difference. That's not too bad. What do you think, Finland? Pieces in the middle or no pieces in the middle? Just the top and bottom? Looks like that's the max I can mesh in there. Check my direct messages. Okay. Okay, how about your opinion, Juba, real quick, before you leave? It only really wants to let me stack 3 in here, right? So it's where's the offset? Do I have like the short stubbies like this? Or just leave it with 2 with a gap in the middle? The gap in the middle? Okay. I was waiting for Team Finland, but I think he's busy with something else. Alright, so let's see if I could do this from a distance. Since I gave myself a barrier. And I got you to snap in there before to the bottom. There we go. Snap into the top. Snap into the top. You can do it, little guy. There you go. I'm going to talk encouraging to your building pieces.
Quiet. I see prey ahead.
All right. Well, hello, Mr. Wolfie. I'm going to starve again in a second here. All right. Let's get to building some columns. Building the turret. Which way are these? Yes, this is the way. This is the way. Whoopsie-daisies. Can't tell if I'm missing that or not. Oh my gosh, the perspective. It's gotten so much worse, it feels like. This is why I try to do it from the same level. Okay, I'm not missing any. Missing one there. There it is. Okay, let's get that third row going before I do anything else. Which way is this turning? That is the correct way. Okay. Oh, you spotted me, Mr. Wolf. You're going to be a carpet soon. Did you know that? I don't know if your friends have told you, but you're going to be a carpet soon. All right. There's the move for today. There's the move for the day. Oh boy. Now I can't get back in. Just thinking of your question, gap looks better than having extra lines. Okay, so it's a consensus. Thanks. Wonder if I should just make that an adamant column. You know, I should just put another column here so it matches the other side. Wow. Get in there. Why don't you want to match up? There you go. Woo! Walked right off the edge. Oh, almost feels like I should put a column right there too, huh? Just to complete that section. There's a weird gap. Thank you, Mr. Torch. Put your torch right in my vision so I can't see anything. Good grief. Peoples. Come on, pick the right one. There you go. Does this have a gap here too? Does. Oh, but there is a column there already. Hmm. All right. Another layer. Whoopsie daisies. I'm kind of excited. This is the first time I've done the turret build in Corinne's world. Why is my perspective suddenly changing? Oh, it's not close enough. Damn it. Not close enough. Now, here's the real question. How tall do I make this? This is already 2 stories. Two stories is basically the castle in the picture. If I go too high, I'll be blocking my view. This is just about level as over there. I need to do some adjustments of the height of this, because this wall jumps up too high. Let's take a look. Oh boy, that tower's almost too big. You want some trouble? Are you hungry? There you go. Thanks for your food. Oh, you almost can't see the windows because they're so far set back. Oh boy. Do I have to put those on the outside? I might have to put those on the outside. Here's the other issue. If I use those, then I'd have to use that all over the place. I wouldn't be able to use these other cathedral looking windows because they're not the same height. They're offset. Dang it. Crap. Ooh, I'm missing a guy. Let's fix that. Whoopsie daisies. Test on at 0.3 high and look which looks better. What do you mean 0.3? Rope ladder. Oh wait, I don't want to do this here. Oh wait, that's not even close to being the same. Oh boy. That's a block. Okay. There's actually 2 adamant columns here. .3 high and others 2. Oh, so you're saying do this section is 2 sections high and then the other 3? That section's lower because of the fact of the way the ground was. Because I had to put barriers down here to level off the ground. I could always do square windows on like this section, and then when the elevation changes, switch to the cathedrals, or would that be too weird? You know, so you'd have the granite, the adamant column breaking up the middle in between. I just hate to put granite on the outside because then that's going to be the is that matching? Whoops, that jumped at the last second. Oh, it's not even close. There we go. Get in there. Where's those big boys at? Worked on the other side. What's going on? Why don't you want to work here? It still doesn't want to. Still going to be offset. That's not so bad. What if we just did the big crowns? That even lined up right? I think it's just this one spot doesn't have them, it's not spaced out right. Large granite column, large granite column, archway, archway, shaft. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to work on that in a second. Question was 2 or 3 high. You would see if 3 is too high when there's at one point build 3 high, the others 2, then decide which is better. I build options near each other to see which is better. Visual person seeing helps. Yeah. Gotcha. I was trying to work on the archway. So if you see here, there's an archway. I don't know if you can see my cursor. You cannot see my cursor. So on the lower right here, there are some archways. Actually, that's a lower archway, isn't it? For like a little balcony. It's not as tall as the walls. Okay, sometimes it helps to look at the picture again. Alright. Alright, so this is 2 stories, so we'll take this up 3. See what it looks like. I mean, if we're going to do 3, this would probably be the end to do it. Because of the fact that we've got the giant entry here. So this view from over here is going to be blocked anyway. Right? I think I am going to have to replace those. And do just all the square windows on this side. Stout window, stout window. And I think I do want to put... Really? Are you going to try and hop in here?
Quiet. I see prey ahead.
Oh, I'm in the building menu. Woofies have just no respect for the building. No respect whatsoever. Just trying to build here, Woofies. Just trying to build here. Granite. Railings. Come on, you were just there. Oh my gosh. You can do it. Why is it so intermittent? Got it. My goodness. Oh, of course.
I'll destroy you first.
I don't see them coming that way. Okay,
We
they're
got
coming this way.
orcs.
Where did he go?
Ah, perfect.
Where is he? Oh my god, I'm out of stamina. It's a good thing everything's made out of adamant. Boys, boys, boys. The party's over here.
That's all you've got.
Dang shadow orcs. Okay, you keep saying that, but where are you? This is where they were attacking a lot. They're not there anymore. That's why I put that outer barrier there. uh. Yeah, I definitely don't want that to be more than 2 stories tall. This side here. I didn't get a troll this time, so that's nice. Alright, so I think I'm gonna have to move those to the outside. I don't know, maybe I'll leave them on both on one on either side. What if I put a torch in the middle? That might be kind of cool, huh? Maybe. Possibly. This would have to be a double wall here because we've got the granite column. And then this guy might get bumped over. torch and the metal effect? Of course, I've got a torch right here in front of us. That kind of gives an interesting effect, right? Nope, granite. Railing. Oh my gosh, this is such a pain. I didn't think this was going to be such a pain. Thought we had a center one that did the same thing. Oops, not that one. I do need my torch back here again. So I and you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. Kind of hide the edge of those sticking out a little. Maybe. Finish a set of these and see how they look. kind of nice how that at eye level almost lands the torch right in there. All right, Team Finland. Go have some time in that sauna. Thanks for your input today. I appreciate it. Narrow wall section. Get in your hole. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Do it for mama. There we go. Oh boy, those are going to be a pain in the butt. Pain in the butt. Are these offset? They seem like they're not lining up with the rooftop. They are not. Somehow I got offset somewhere. Gonna have to check that out. They keep wanting to overlap just a smidge. Crown. Wall. 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 Yeah, look how far off that is. That one looks like it might be right. Let's match this up here first. Start from the top to the bottom. Ooh, I probably wanted to wait on that, didn't I? Because that's going to give me issues with putting the braces in there. I think it's going to give me trouble with putting the railings in. Ooh, I cannot see what I'm doing. Oh, you know, I bet I had it. Did I have it? I can't see. No, it is attaching to that. Yeah, we gotta get rid of these. Oh, wait. Am I missing the block? I gotta double stack the blocks. There we go. That's why I was having eye level issues. Okay. Okay. Are they behaving now all of a sudden? Okay. Oh, I gotta get the one below still. Can I slip in between here and not get caught? Oh, you were there for a second. Come on. Stupid torch. Did I get it? Nope. Is that it? That's it. Okay, good. The top one I can't see because the stupid thing's in my way. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Now we gotta do the ones on the inside. Making my life harder, man. Could have made my life easier and just did the regular windows, but no. I had to try and be special. Oh, I lucked out with that one. Oh my gosh. Nope, didn't luck out with that one. That one screwed up. See, people, scaffolding does serve a purpose, even though you can't see what the hell you're doing most of the time. Ah, damn it. Railing. Let's put that stout wall back in. I needed to put a torch up here anyway. Standing torch. Move it back just a little bit. Just a hair. Granite railing. Does being further away actually make it easier? I thought it was making it harder. Get on the top. You can do it. There you go. Did I get it? Sweet. All right, columns. Why does it just assume I want to be all the way on the left when I go to the next section? This game presumes a lot. Presumes a lot. Alright, so if we're going to go up 3 stories here. This is when we do not need another siege, that's for sure. Oh boy. Oh boy. How do I tell if it's on the other one? There we go. Nobody's afraid of heights. Ooh! God damn it. I was gonna say nobody's afraid of heights, are they? Whoopsie daisies. Come on, get up there. Really? You don't want to... There you go. Nobody's going to be able to see what I'm doing because it's all hidden behind scaffolding. Alright, so I did that because the walls go across. Nope. that didn't happen. Oh, Mr. Wolf. Come provide your hide to me. Or apparently just meat. Alright, so if we're gonna go one more story up. Oh boy, come on. Get down there. Get down to the columns. You can do it. There we go. Not quite sure what we're going to do here. Wait, which way is that one going? Those are going that way. Okay. Then these turn this way. Got it. Turn. Yeah. Oop. Oh. Yep, I am missing one. Okay. Whoopsie daisies. Whoa ho ho ho! Let's not fall from here. I got no safety ropes. God dang it. And then the last two get turned the other way. Okay. Oh, and lost it. Okay. Really do need to start figuring out where I'm going to punch the windows in for that too. Don't think I'm missing any. Okay. Sorry for the vertigo. Alright. Railings.
Quiet. I see prey ahead.
That's not right. Come on, get slapped to the top. Slap to the top. Dang it. There we go. Get it to the top. Come on. Oh my gosh, this window's going to be a pain in the butt, isn't it? Nope, I didn't think that was it. Okay. Whew, that wasn't too bad. Jubo hates working with wood. I hate working with everything. Alright, torches. Whoops. Can't see what I'm doing. Wow, that was like almost too easy. Can't see what I'm doing. That's not meshed up at all. Platform. 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 You're angry. Angry little badger. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's not... Well, that's not even at all. We might have to figure that one out. That's a problem for future me. You made me do it, Mr. Badger. You made me do it. Maybe I should take a nap. And then ask Jubo. You want to come look? Let me tweet. No, have a seat. I'm gonna text Jubo really quick and ask her for some help. Her opinion. I don't know if she's listening.
So crazy to see the same screen on 3 different. That would drive me nuts. That would drive me nuts.
Well, here's the thing, right? I actually have it on 4 because I've got it on my phone.
Oh my god.
But I still end up with instances where I've got the black screen of death.
Wow.
Because it shows on these screens, but not this one. Is the problem.
Yeah, that's great that you can see the full screen. That's great, but that would be so distracting to see out of the corner of my eye, like movement. So yeah.
Okay. Alright, so let me head out here. So I was initially planning to do the castle facade up there.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I realized the tree is here.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't see half of it anyway, probably.
Can you take that tree out?
I don't want to take the tree out.
Oh, well. Well, I'm sorry, but...
I don't want to take the tree out. So I'm working on putting it out here. How is it the dark? I just slept.
I've noticed that for some reason...
It was early evening.
I know.
How do I sleep and wake up and it be the dark?
Yeah.
That's messed up, people. That's messed up.
You didn't get a lot of sleep.
I didn't get a lot of sleep. Yeah, can I sleep again? Too soon to sleep. So stupid. I specifically slept so it would be morning and not
Yeah.
the dark. I was trying to give light and I ended up sleeping into the darkness somehow.
Wow.
Okay, so this is how it's looking at night.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be daylight so we could freaking
Yeah.
see.
But I mean, I can see it. It's very reminiscent, almost like to the Tower of London so far.
Yeah. So this is what I've got going on here, Jubo. I decided to do with the windows. I did the stuff on either side. The railings on the inside and the outside, and stuck a torch in the middle.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I don't know how you like that. But, well, truly, it doesn't matter. I like it.
Fancy.
So one of the questions I'm having is outer facade, right? The outer facade. I got a question on that. Let me back up here, though. I got a couple different questions. Let me go to cam. Cam mode. Whoop. Okay, so the other thing is 2 or 3 stories, first of all. If I'm going to do 3 stories, I'm going to do it on this corner because the giant entry is here, right? So I can't see past that anyway. And then I'm thinking of keeping this just to 2 stories over here because I don't want it to block my view. And so I got a couple of questions on the facade, and it's not daylight, so you can't freaking see it right now. God damn it. And I can't hover with a torch. And I took all my facades down. So I don't know how to. So here's the thing, right? So you have the railings stick out from the adamant, right? Yeah. That's what I was thinking is 3 on this side, and then I would use this adamant column as the divider for when it goes from 3 to 2 and steps down. I was toying with the idea of this giant granite column to be the breakup. Either that or I put like the adamant column segments to make it fit. So my question, which you can't frickin' see. Now it's first light. So to kind of hide the fact that these railings stick out from the adamant, right? I was thinking of putting the narrow wall sections in here to kind of put a facade, right? Well, I mean, they're both columns. What are you talking about? Love that idea. You could even sandwich the granite column with the adamant. I don't know what you mean. Like they do in Balin's tomb. Oh boy. That's a place I don't spend much time in.
Well, dawn's at hand now.
Yeah. Alright, so let me try the free cam again. Now that it's finally lighting up here. So 3 and 2 is good from what I heard you say, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the question is do I do no sidewall extensions and just have the granite railing sticking out, or do I do sidewall extensions with nothing in between, or do I full on go completely surrounding? Oh, I gotta level up.
She's gonna share her
Up,
screen.
up.
She's gonna share her screen in Blue's Discord. She buffered.
I don't have Blue's Discord. You keep forgetting I don't want to have
like
50 billion servers,
I like that.
or have it completely wrapped around. Which I don't know if it would be too busy going all the way across this section of wall. So it's basically top and bottom extensions, no extensions, or completely wrap each floor in extensions. I kind of like completely wrapping each floor in extensions, actually. Each window. Too busy. Do the plain blocks on the top and bottom. Detailing on the sides.
Less is more, maybe.
So you're... Whoops. So you're liking this version. The way I've got it on the bottom. changed her mind. She likes the top better. So this is what the top would look like. So I could do one section all the way across. Maybe. Now that I took all my scaffolding down so you could look. Let me do the bottom section here. It matches the tower, you were right. Are you talking about the extensions? Nope, not adamant. Oh, did you see that? That dropped down. These extensions are giving me a heck of a time with not lining up to the top of the block very easily. They keep wanting to offset by a quarter. I don't know why these guys are sliding vertically so easily. And then these guys.
That looks pretty cool.
And then we'd be getting rid of this section. Get rid of this section. And then, so it was what it would look like on the bottom. Let me back up a little. Free cam.
That looks good.
I kind of like that.
It looks more detailed than just a plain.
The flat wall, yeah. Yeah. But then I like using those wall extensions too. I really love.
It's very cool.
Thanks, baby. It's still only dawn. Jeez Louise, that's taking a long time. Oh! Mr. Wolf. You're being rude. Oh, you got a lucky hit in. Thanks for your meat. Well, we got the one corner. I have to figure out how to do the dormers. Okay, so last question, if you're still around. And then I'll let you go. Because I do have a pattern going here. So last question is, do I keep going with these windows? Or do I switch over to these? The game windows. For this side. Or do I just go all out and do these windows for all of it? They're a little bit of a pain in the butt to do, but I'm getting the knack down for them. What do you think? That kind of gives you perspective on both. I know there's a lot of trees in the way. Any opinions, anyone? How close you want to get to the picture? If I want to mimic it, go all out. Ooh, that's a good point. That is a good point. I mean, of course, I could do the game windows above, right? Because this is just the outer wall. Initially, I had planned that the castle was going to be built up top. And that this was just going to be a perimeter wall. But because the entry is there, you'd never see the turret. So I could always do the elaborate windows down here on the outer wall, the facade, and then just do the regular game windows for the actual base up top on whatever you use. For the outside, have the same window going all the way across the front wall. Stick with the same window, whatever you use for that side. So do the fancy windows on the front. And then for, whoops, sorry. Nope, wrong way. Sorry. And then for, like, it won't let me go this far. And then for, like, the side going up the mountain, maybe just keep it simple with the game windows like I've got it. 2-story, you use game window, and then do all of them the same. Don't do one floor one way and the other. Oh, no. Yeah, I know what you mean. So, like, if I was going to split it, just keep it so that, like, I've got it here where it's all the game windows going up. And then these are the fancy windows going up. Okay. I think I'll do the fancy windows all the way on the front facade. I mean, if I'm going to do it for part of it, do it for all of it, right? Because then it would kind of look like I got lazy. Oh, that's so fancy. What happened here? Here's the downside, right? If I don't put a barrier wall out front, which I may end up having to do now, if I don't put a barrier wall out front, I might have a lot of granite facades to rebuild, right? If I get sieged. What did I get myself into? Yeah, I know. This was supposed to be only up here at the top. That facade was supposed to be where that wall is over there. I mean, I could still do it. I could mimic a smaller size, right? How would that be? Mimic a smaller size up there. Oh. Do the giant facade, outer facade, and then a smaller facade is exactly the same. Build the adamant barricades a little ways out, not obstructing the view. Well, the adamant barricades would be, probably out to the white columns, right? Because right now they're kind of right in the middle of the road. Or they would line them up with the bridge, right? So if I was going to do it, have it line up with the bridge. Wow, our space is just taking over this whole corner. A modish look, yeah, maybe. Huh. But did you see how much space this is going to be now? Look at all the space in there. I wasn't anticipating that being so big. I can actually put like a little nook in there. I don't know if I'm going to do stairs or not. We'll have to figure that out. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for your input. I appreciate you, ma'am. And I've got the granite columns buried behind all this too, by the way. So there are granite columns on the inside. See? I got granite columns on the inside. You can see behind all the stuff going on here. Have fun building out what you're working on. Gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna put in this space. Okay. I don't like this here. Send me a picture of what you were talking about. Meshing those together. Gonna have to build my barricades again. Or my wood platforms. Whoops. Now's the part of the build you don't want to accidentally delete the wrong thing. Gotta put the facades on now or else they ain't happening. They sink down again? Look at that. What's going on here? Middle section. Topper. Three levels, my goodness. What am I getting myself into here? With 3 levels. Do I really need 3 levels? Do I really need 3 levels? If I get rid of this column, is it going to screw everything up?
Quiet. I see prey ahead.
Yeah, that's a double height one. I put the steps up because I didn't want I was going to put a barrier, but then I ended up adding stairs anyway. Oh, really? You just have to pick a fight with me right now? Ooh, that just goes along with the barrier. Interesting. I'm going to put in adamant barriers anyway. Let's take care of it now. Trying to do Jubal's trick. Rude. Come on, give it to me. How about I try a smaller block? Oh, Jubo. Where are you when I need you, Jubo? And your magic PC powers. Barricade, 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 barricade. Now I gotta figure out this side. Okay, we have to get rid of the torches. Do 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 do. Can't see squat of what I'm trying to do. Cause I need some light. Alright, so if we're going all out, wait, I need to make sure I have a secure door up here, just in case. Huh! My door's open. Excuse me. Pardon me, excuse me. Window, 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 window. Oh, there's a block. Window. Bring this down, that door will be right on the ground. I think we will step this up. That could always become the grand entrance type area. All right. Let's make sure we're doing this from the other side. We're going all out. Oh, is that not wanting to connect in? Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, step that up so it matches the other side. Yeah. And here, I think we'll put the columns on the outside as well. Interesting. It goes there, but it won't go here. Why is that? Take the doorway out? I need to put some steps in here. What does it not like about that? Interesting. Does it not like the other side either? Is it because I've got stairs here? There's something it doesn't like here, and I'm not sure what it is. What doesn't it like? I want it to snap in. Just the ground. Interesting. Well, let's put the floor back. Very interesting. Not sure what the issue is. Well, we're going to be putting the decorative stuff around it anyway. At least it's going in threes. Sections of 3. There it is. So difficult to see from so far away. Damn it. Damn it! 11 o'clock. I'm gonna need to take a break. Be fast with that trigger. Okay, they're all in. Good. Oh, what have I gotten myself into? Oh. Come on, get in there. You know you want to line up for me. You know you want to do it. Let's try the top. Damn it. Did you guys see that jump at the last second? Bastard. There we go. I'm gonna swear at it. Maybe if I swear at it, it works better. Fucker. Bastard. Is that the secret? Curse and swear at it. Curse and swear at it and it'll be okay. Alright, let's put this floor back in. Oh, it didn't do foundation. There we go. floor. Nope, just a couple tiles. And some more stairs. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I wonder if I can bury those columns into the wall. Well, right there I have a torch. Standing torch. I don't have it sticking out. I have it turned. Whoopsie daisies. That's off alignment. Turned. It's either above or below, but not in the middle. All right. Yeah, there's no way to make those even. No way to make those even. It's gonna have to be the way they are. Oh my god, those still can't even be even. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is going to be 2 stories. More scaffolding. I almost forgot what time it was. Holy crap. I gotta stop screwing around. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching.